To God be the glory in the highest. I greet every one of you in the name of our Lord Jesus Christ. Our subject of discussion today is Jesus, the great sacrifice, as recorded by the Quran. Jesus, the great sacrifice, as recorded by the Quran. Our text shall be taken from the book of Quran chapter 37 verses 102 to 107. Quran chapter 37 verses 102 to 107. Summarily, what happens in Quran chapter 37 verses 102 to 107 is that God commanded Abraham to go and offer his son, sacrifice his son. In the process of sacrificing his son, wanting to sacrifice him, God now sent a great sacrifice to replace his son. Now, most Muslims that do not read the Quran, or most of them, even those people that read the Quran, they try to maneuver the truth. They try to hide the truth, and they try to tell lies about Allah and Allah's book, which is the Quran. Now, it means that they do tell us that it was ram that Allah sent to Abraham to replace his son. It was never written like that in the original text of the Quran. The original text of the Quran said that it was a momentous sacrifice. It was a great sacrifice that Allah sent to Abraham and not ram. Go and check the original text that came from the Arabic word. I mean the Arabic word itself. It talks about great sacrifice and not ram. Ram was not mentioned in the Quran, that it was ram that God sent to Abraham to replace his son. It was great sacrifice. Now, what does this great sacrifice mean? This great sacrifice is Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Let me read it once again. Quran chapter 37 verses 107. And we ransom him with a momentous sacrifice. This sacrifice is not nobody but Jesus Christ of Nazareth. It was even said by Allah in the book of Quran chapter 22 verses 37. Quran chapter 22 verses 37, that it is not their meat, not their blood that reaches animal. It means animal that is being slaughtered. He said that it is not their meat, not their blood that reaches Allah. It is your piety that reaches him. Can you see now? What they are trying to tell us in Quran chapter 22 verses 37 is that it's not the blood of the animal or the meat of the animal that reaches Allah. It means that what Quran, the sacrifice that God offered in Quran chapter 37 verses 107 cannot be animal, because it does not, the blood of animal and the meat of animal does not reach God. What can reach God is what is the great sacrifice he has offered. And this great sacrifice cannot be an animal, because it was written in Quran chapter 22 verses 37 that it is not their meat, not their blood that reaches Allah. And that is why it cannot, Quran chapter 37 verses 107 can never be animal as recorded by the Quran. It is called the great sacrifice. And this great sacrifice is Jesus Christ. And everything you are doing without accepting the great sacrifice is a religious activities. That is why the Bible said that for God so loved the world that he gave, just as God gave great sacrifice, not ram, great sacrifice to Abraham when he wanted to sacrifice his own son. That is how Jesus Christ was given to the world by God himself. That this is the gift, this is the great sacrifice I've given to the whole world. Your own duty that you need to do is to accept the great sacrifice, which is Jesus Christ, in replacement of your religious activities. Now, Abraham wanting to sacrifice his son is a religious activities that you are doing today. But what you need is that God don't want that religious activities. That is why God told Abraham that don't slaughter the child, don't kill the child, but take this great sacrifice and what? And replace him, kill him in what? Instead of killing your son. That is why I'm up to tell you today that your religious activities that you say that, okay, religion will save me, is just like the sacrifice that Abraham wanted to make by killing his son. But God looked at it and God said that don't do that. Accept this great sacrifice. If Abraham can accept the great sacrifice that God give unto him, which symbolizes Jesus Christ, you also must accept Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior. Summarily, today we have discussed the great sacrifice as recorded by Quran chapter 37 verses 107. And there is no other sacrifice other than Jesus Christ. God bless.